I think it's clear these negotiations are really in the final stages. They're down to a handful of final issues. Those are tricky issues, but compromises can be reached on all of them. So I'm optimistic a deal can be reached.
Let's walk through the top 3 issues that you think are the trickiest, the thorniest, and how you think they get overcome.
Okay, first, what do you do with the existing tariffs in place? Remember, we have tariffs on $250 billion worth of Chinese imports in place. China says take them all off. The U.S. says we want to keep at least part of them in place. So the negotiation will center around how much of those tariffs stay in place, or is China able to convince the United States to lift all of them and maybe snap back the tariffs if China doesn't live up to its obligations? So that's a key issue.
Do you think that's the single issue of all of the issues that are still outstanding?
I think that's one of the most important. It's hard to say which is the most important. The second issue has to deal with the whole enforcement mechanism.
Right.
And the United States wants to reserve its right to impose tariffs should it feel that China is not living up to its obligations. And moreover, it wants China to say, we won't counter-retaliate if you impose tariffs. That's a big issue as well.
Okay. Number 3 on your list?
Number 3, I put the whole issue of forced technology transfer. Remember, this is the issue that kind of launched these negotiations. China has, made some progress, I think, in addressing U.S. concerns, but it's a tricky issue, and it's hard to write rules that will really stop this practice.
Wendy, help me with this. This is the part that I don't understand. The 3 issues that you just raised seem to be all of the issues, meaning those are the issues we've been talking about for the last 3-4 months, if not years. So the question is, when people say 90%'s already been accomplished, what has already been taken off the table?
What's been taken off the table are probably 20 or 30 pages and other obligations on intellectual property rights, purchasing commitments of over $1 trillion of over a 5-year period, other relaxation of investment restrictions, lowering of other tariffs. So you're going to be surprised how much has been agreed to, and what I understand is close now to 200 pages of text.
Ambassador, we got to go, but final question. Do you think this changes the relationship with China, meaning there had been a sense that all of a sudden we had gone from cooperation to confrontation? Does this somehow bring us back to some kind of cooperative stance, or do you think we're in a different place?
We're in a different place, but a deal on trade would clearly improve relations, and it really establishes some high-level contacts between the two governments, which I think is key towards resolving any problems in the future.